Here is my take on holding mid on Mirage. There is no perfect play because there's so many things to take into consideration. How does the enemy plays? Do they have good teamwork? Do they take mid control together or do they push individually? What is the skill gap between you and your enemies? Can you rely on your teammates to win a round so that you can take more risks? What's the score of the match? Let me give you one scenario. You have a good window spawn and you have an op. What do? Do you just plant here and hold an angle like this? This is pretty good in most of the cases. But what happens if the enemies use this flash? This will fully blind you. Okay, what if you pick mid like this? Then you avoid the flash. But what if they push multiple players and there is an op that is waiting for his team to push, so then he can pick you. Even if you kill one player and then it's a 4v4 situation, the terrorists have the advantage. Let's say you go shoot and retreat after the flash. Do you repick it? Not really a good idea because you can get killed. Okay, maybe you jiggle pick it and then repick it. That's better, but still not that good. Maybe you ask for a deep flash from your mates. This way, the mid player that is holding your angle is blinded. Okay, fair enough. You can do that. It's still risky. Or maybe you just change your position and go con. Do you just hold an off angle from window on B short, but then you get smoked here and then you will have to change position? I think you get the idea. There is no perfect play to do on Mirage. There's so many variations that can impact the game, but you don't have to worry. I have some good ideas to help you improve your mid hold. If enemy team likes to take mid control with the window smoke, of course, what you can do is try to get a lucky spam through the smoke. And another good thing that you can do to do a lot of damage is to get into this wall and aim above this white paint, but not above this smaller white. Just get into the wall, run and throw the molly. This is the perfect molly for the boxes. Another thing that you can do with the window smoke is to extinguish it with a nade, and this lineup you won't get any damage. So just aim at this white paint on the wall, aim to the right so it doesn't hit the wall, jump and throw. Another thing that you can do is to ask your team to push mid to take control of it. Come here with the smoke, aim at the bottom right of this window, run and jump throw, just like this. And you can combine this smoke with a support flash for your team, just like this one. This combination is very good because your team is just partially blinded, while the T's that are fighting your teammates will be fully blinded. If you have very good spawn for window, you can do the following play. So basically what you need to do is just jump window and pick mid like this. This is the fastest way to get into this position and surprise your enemy. Then of course you need to retreat in connector. Another good play that you can do, which is a bit risky, is to come window, smoke on, try to get a kill on mid, and then ask for a teammate of yours to throw a deep flash. Of course, this is better if you already tell your teammate in the beginning of the round, hey, I want to push mid, throw deep flash for me when I ask. And say, okay, throw the flash. He will throw this flash, which will blind any enemy playing mid here, or even if they pushed like here, trying to kill you, they will be blind. Also, another thing that you can do from here is to molly top mid, and you can do this with throw smoke. Just aim at the middle of the second step. This will provide you with the perfect molly for boxes. Of course, if you have a good spawn for A, you can also go via connector and you can hold mid like this. Or if you're scared of them seeing you, you can also come here, which I think it's a better angle. But you need to know that you might get blind by this flash if you're playing from here. But if you're holding like this, you don't get blind. Another good play that you can do if you're if you want to mix it up and play from connector after you throw this smoke, you can do the following flash, which is aim at the bottom right of this. And you can try to clear up catwalk. This flash, the enemy cannot see because of the smoke. They're not aware that it comes. So it's a really nice combo to get cat. But careful not to push too far or you'll get killed by the upper. Another good play, if they're smoking you connector, what you can do is to extinguish the smoke but right clicking with a nade, just like so, and you can clear catwalk. Imagine this with a pop flash for cat players. One of the variations is you can throw it from here, just aim at this wooden thing, and this is how the flash looks. This is only for catwalk. And also you need to understand that even if they see the flash coming and they turn around, when you nade and kill them, they'll be turned around. If the teeth players are smoking you top mid, what you can do, you can of course spam your weapon or throw a nade by getting next to the wall and run throw. The most important thing is to throw it as far as you can, because this will give the most damage to the terrorists. Another thing that you can do is to learn to jump on the box, because this will give you, picking like this, you'll be here faster than a player that has a good spawn that will go all the way from kitchen coming here and picking like this. So this can catch the enemies by surprise. You can also just play on this angle. Sometimes the smoke that they're getting on mid will leave you a gap, and even if they see you, they won't expect that this leaves a gap. So by starting your round from here, it's a risky play, but sometimes you get a free kill on this side. So it's a really nice play, from my opinion. Another thing that can help you get to the next level, no matter the map, is jiggle picking. Jiggle picking is just strafing right and left. You see, you saw an enemy, okay, you took that info and you fall back. The same thing you can do for under is to just jump here. In the same time, you can also see if they're like close short. Of course they will hear you, but you can do some plays with this as well. Or you can also jiggle pick to look under. You saw he's pushing you, you molly him and you fall back. This molly will burn him if he pushes, so it's good. I think jiggle picking is something that you need to practice to have like a good timing. I will link some video in my description. Another good position is to hold the window like this, and from time to time to jiggle close to you and then dip like this. The reason why is that if like a jiggle pick, you will see them here and also there. So it's like tick, tick, okay, tick, tick. Another thing also that you can do is that if you see that the enemy is not really taking mid control, and if you have good spawns, you can just push mid by yourself from window and just make a play here and communicate with your teammates that you're pushing. Another thing to take into consideration is to play with weapons like Scar and Oak, because they might be the new meta in CS2. And I'm not even kidding, like you should try and practice new weapons to see if they suit your style or if they're better in CS2 than in CSGO. An important thing to do as a window player is to practice your window jumps. And what I like to do is to practice them by coming out of this hole here in the wall and come at the exact same angle. So for jumping here, I usually like to go more on the left side and jump like when I'm at the end of this and do like a bunny hop. For the jump short, I like to go at the end of the box and more into the middle of it. The last tip is probably the most important: communication. Try to improve each game. If you're getting smoked on window, tell that to your team. If you want to rotate your position, tell that to your team. If you don't want to play window position anymore, tell that to your team. If you want to make a play in the beginning of the round, like you want to jump and push mid, or you want to jump under, or you're gonna jump ladder room with the bunny hop that I just showed you, tell that to your team. And you can also coordinate someone to prepare a flash for you. So I'm making this push this round. I want you to be prepared with a flash for me on mid and throw it when I ask you. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and feedback is always appreciated in the comments. Now I will leave you with some flashes that your teammates can learn in order to support your window plays. So if you want to flash mid deep, get close to this area, aim at the height of this, walk and throw. This is really good if someone is holding an angle like this, they're full blind. If you want to flash from A, what you can do is come here and just run and throw this flash. This will also blind the enemy. And if you're on A triple box, you need to aim at this height, but be careful of the wood here and also the wall, so it doesn't hit those. This is also a flash for someone that is holding mid. And if you're default, it's easier because it's the same thing, but now you have no wood that will make you miss the flash. And if you want to flash mid close, just get here, aim right here and throw this flash. This is really good for catwalk. And also if they're watching window from chair.